Hey, it's Callum Bose here. Today I'm going to show you how to set up your Knack app so that users can sign themselves up, but that they need to confirm their email address before they first log in. This is a pretty common pattern in web apps because it helps apps kind of reduce spam and increase their security, and we can make Knack do that pretty easily. So the general pattern is going to be a user submits a sign up form, and if they try and log in immediately, it won't let them. But they will receive an email with a confirmation link asking them to confirm their email address. Once they visit that link and click a button, they get a message saying their email has been confirmed. They go back to the login page and then they can successfully sign in. All right, so keep watching to find out how. Okay, so I've just got a clean new blank Knack app, and all I've done is renamed it, changed its URL, and added an example email address to the app email address and the app technical contact. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is enable user logins. So I'm going to go to Data, Enable Users. I'm not going to need to add any user roles, and I'll click Enable Users. The next thing I'll do is enable a login page for my auto-created homepage here. So I'm going to go to Pages, click here, go Settings, go Require Login, Add Login. And then I'm going to go to the settings of that login page, and I'm going to determine whether users can register to access this page. I'm going to say yes, they can, and they'll be set to pending approval. Okay, so now this sign up form has been created here, and it doesn't really do much apart from saying that your registration is complete. So let's go and see that in action, and then we'll work out what we need to change. So I've clicked Go to Live App, and I'm going to click the Sign Up button. I'm going to enter my details, and I'll click Submit, and I say your registration is complete. So over in my records and the accounts object, I can see this new account that's been created, and the status is pending approval. If I try and log in right now, I will see that I'm not able to sign in. So far we've enabled users to submit a sign up form, and if they try and log in immediately, sign in is blocked. But we don't yet have confirmation email, the ability for them to kind of auto confirm themselves and then successfully sign in. So we'll work on that now. Okay, so in my data account, I'm going to add a new field. It's going to be a date field. It's going to be called email address confirmed date. I'm going to set it as day, month, year, because I'm in Australia. And I'm going to set a time as well, but no default date, no default time. So now this is going to be where we record the date and time that the user confirmed their email address. Now, we want to make sure that the user status is not set to active unless the email address has been confirmed. So we're going to add a validation rule based on the value of both user status and email address confirmed date. So due to the needing to put fields in order in the Knack builder, we're going to drag user status below the fields that it depends on, because its validation rule is going to reference this field, so it needs to sit below it. Then I'm going to open up user status, add a validation rule. I'm going to say if email address confirmed date is blank, and if user status is active, then we'll say cannot set user status to active because the user has not confirmed their email address. So now, as an admin, if I was to accidentally try and set someone's status to active, it wouldn't let me. I'd have to either enter a value here or make the process for the user to kind of indicate that they've done their email address confirmation. And only once that's there will I be able to set it to active. So now we have the mechanism for storing whether a user has confirmed their email, but we don't actually have the mechanism for letting them confirm their email. So the first thing we're going to do now is add a different message on the sign up form in preparation for the fact that we need to tell them that they need to confirm their email address. So I've gone to the sign up form, submit rules, and I'm going to say, thanks for signing up. You should receive an email shortly with instructions for completing your sign up. And I'm going to save that. Now I'm going to go to the sign up form again and add an email rule. I'm going to go to the user's email address and I'll say, please confirm your email to complete your sign up. And then I'll put this message here. Thanks for signing up. Click here to confirm your email address. Now this click here doesn't work yet, but it will soon. So now we need to give the user the ability to indicate that their account has an email address confirmed. So we're going to make a non-login protected page and link to it in a special way to kind of enable that functionality. So let's add a public page. We're going to call it email address confirm hidden parent, because this parent page is here to just create a child page where we can edit one account, but it's never actually going to be shown to users. So it's just an empty page right now. So now I'm going to add a grid view, a grid of accounts, and I'm not going to add any columns or anything to it yet. I'm going to remove all fields once I've added it. Okay, so I've added the view, remove all fields, save. Okay, so now we have an empty grid view on the page. Now we're going to add an edit record link, and we're going to call that confirm email. And that, by adding that, we've created this new child page. And on that child page, it's possible to put an edit account form. So normally you'd click on one account and therefore Knack would know that you're editing that particular account. In our case, we're actually going to link users directly to this child page from the email, which I'll show you shortly. But for now, let's just rename this page, call it confirm email. And we're going to remove all the fields from that form, remove the title, and we're going to set a submit record rule to say update this record on click, or basically when the form is submitted, but it looks like a button, so it's effectively on click of this button. We're going to set email address confirm date to the current date, and we're going to set user status to active. Now we'll add a rich text view just to add a bit of title to the page, and we will move that to the top. So basically we have a page that says, thanks for signing up, please confirm your email address below, and you click that button. Now one last thing is we want the button to say, confirm your email. And also we want a different message when they submit the form. Instead of form successfully submitted, we're going to say email address confirmed, go to login page. And then we're going to hyperlink that login page to the home page. And then we have that message with a link in it. And then we're going to not show a link to reload the form because we don't want them to do that again. It wouldn't matter, but it's not going to achieve anything for them to do it again. And then we can save that. Okay, so let's refresh our live app and we'll try the sign up process again and see how we're going. Okay, so sign up and submit. And we see, thanks for signing up. You should receive an email shortly. Okay, so we get this email address. Please confirm your email to complete your sign up. And we don't have a link yet, but we're getting an email address. Okay, so let's go and fix that link. So let's go to our live app and go to our hidden email address confirm page. And we can see our new account here. Now, if we had multiple accounts, I'll go and add some in the background. I've added a second account record. And on this page here, we can actually see that any user who's not logged in can go and confirm any other user. So that's obviously terrible. So we're going to fix that in a second. So let's just go and look at this URL here. So we've got this URL that says blah, 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 email address, confirm hidden parent, confirm email, and then this string here. So this is our Knack record ID, and we can dynamically fill that from our email when we submit the sign up form. So for now, I'm just going to copy that somewhere to my notepad, and I'm going to use that later. So that's a useful thing for us to note because we can use this URL to create a dynamic link to that page. But in the meantime, let's fix this security issue of letting users willy-nilly approve each other's email addresses. We're going to go to that page where we have the grid, which creates the child page called confirm email. And we're going to set a few things. So we're going to go settings and remove the page menu from that page and also remove it from the page menu. But it's still there if someone happened to find the URL. So we're also going to go to source and use a limited number of records. And we're going to say use 0 records. So now, if I go back to this page and refresh, even though there's 2 accounts in the database, I can't see anything. So if a user ever happens to find their way to this page, they're not going to be able to do anything useful. It's just a hidden page there that shows no data now, which is good. Okay, so now that that security issue is fixed, let's go and fix up our sign up email so it actually contains a URL. We're going to go emails of that form. Click here to confirm your email address is a link. I'm going to copy that URL. And in place of a URL containing the hard-coded record ID of one particular record, we're going to dynamically fill that. So we're going to open a curly braces, type capital letters record ID, and close the curly braces. And you can remove the final slash or not, it doesn't really matter. Open link in new tab. Now we have a hyperlink, which is dynamically going to take the particular user to their own confirm email address page. So save that. And I'm opening my front end and refreshing it. And let's try the sign up process again. Okay, so I'll submit that. Wait for my email to arrive. There it is. Now we have a hyperlink here. And it takes us to the confirm email page. I can click confirm your email address. And then I'm going to go to my database, and I should see that now my new signup has a confirmation date and the user status is active. So if I go back to home, if I go to the login page here, then I can do a sign in and it should work. And it did. I successfully signed in. Okay, so we've seen that if a user tries to sign up before they've confirmed their email address, they won't be able to. We've set up a confirmation email with a link. We've set up the confirmation email page, and clicking the button activates their account and indicates that their email is confirmed. We've linked to the login page and we've seen that they can successfully sign in. So we're pretty much done. Now we just need to tweak a couple of things. So I don't know if you noticed, but when we signed up before and we clicked the confirmation link, we have this weird back to email address confirm hidden parent, which is obviously looks very terrible. And also we don't love seeing that here. So there's something that we can do about that. And I'll show you now. So in the URL, if we remove this part of the URL, which is the parent pages part of the URL, what I mean by that is in our app tree, the URL of the parent page is that, and then the URL of the child page is confirm-email. And the link we copy pasted before had both in it, and that enables us to see like the breadcrumbs, and that's what Knack uses to generate the breadcrumbs. But if I actually get rid of that, the page will still work. I don't actually need that in the URL. So I've gotten rid of it and clicked enter to refresh. And now I have nothing in my URL, in my breadcrumbs, or I don't have that back button, which is more like what I want. So to make that a permanent thing rather than just something I have to edit in my own browser, I'll go to the sign up email that I set up before. and I'll modify this URL. So I'll get rid of this part here. So it only contains just the direct link to my child page and the record ID. Save that. Now let's give it one more try. So I refresh my sign up page. All right, so I'll go sign up and submit. And here's my email. And then here's my confirmation page without any of that mess on there. Confirm my email address again, go to the login page, click sign in, and it worked again. So that is the whole process, and it's working, very basic, but working fine with no major issues. If you want more tips and tricks, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Enliven IT, and you'll get notified about any new videos I post about Knack and how to use it. I also offer Knack development and coaching in all aspects of Knack and broader web development. So you can find my website enliven-it.com.au/Knack development, Knack-development, or you can find me on LinkedIn and message me there.